In this video, I'm going to share with you the preparation for these two brushes and the basic technique of using them in a watercolor painting. First, talk about how to open the brushes. Okay, let's first talk about the calligraphy brush. After you take the cap off, this brush can hold the maximum amount of water and paints. Let's talk about how to prepare it. I have a plate with warm water. Just put the brush into the water. Keep your brush in the water. Let it naturally dissolve and soften. Okay, that's good. Now the brush is ready to use. And every time after you finish the painting, just wash it in the clean water and then use your two fingers gently. Now let's talk about how we will open and use the flat brush. The first thing, there's a little tape at the top. Remove the tape and then you just gently let go the wrapper. You can keep the wrapper for the future to protect the brush. Put it from the back and coming in like this. Put it all the way coming here. And that's how you protect the brush here. But if you use the brush every day, you don't really need to put this back on. You put it in the water and you need to push this down and you will feel there's some air inside the brush. Please spend more time preparing this until you feel there's no air inside the brush. For the flat brush, I also recommend to use the glue further prepared. This is a regular soap bar. This is a glue stick, and any glue stick would be okay. The first step, I'm going to take off the plastic wrapper. Now I'm going to put it in the warm water. This water, put it warm. When you're looking at it like that, it's quite open. The tip is just not get together. I'm going to put it in the soap. This would clean any oil or any dirt or anything inside the brush. So I'm going to use my finger, squeeze the soaps, get inside of the brush. Now here you go. Alright, now I'm going to put it into the water. I'm gonna let the soap clean all the hair. Okay, that's good. It's very clean. Now I'm gonna put this brush into the warm water. There's still quite a bit of space in between those hair. The hairs is not straight. And the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start put the glue onto the hair. There you go. I'm gonna start squeeze the glue inside the brush here. Now you feel like the glue blend into the water, making the paste. And you feel like now it glue all the hair a little bit more flat. Now you see the tip over here, to get pretty sharp. But we cannot paint with the glue in the brush. But this is only a training process. Okay, now I'm gonna clean the brush in the warm water. and use a 2-finger, squeeze the hair, try to straight all the hair. Now I'm going to put the glue onto the brush one more time. That's good. The glue now get inside of the brush. The edge of the brush, that is beautiful. And we want it to remain this way. Okay, now I'm going to put it on my table and then leave it overnight. Tomorrow morning, I will come back to clean the glue. If you need to do this whole process again, and the brush hair will get better and better. Now I'm going to show you the basic techniques using these two brushes in the watercolor painting. First, let me talk about this flat brush. Lots of people have some bad habit. This brush needs to be used like this. First, you need to put it into the water. And use your 2 fingers and keep pressing, softly pressing down to the hair. Every time you use the brush, when you take the water, and this is how you massage the hair, making sure it's soft and comfortable. When you're doing the wash, you are doing it this way. This is the way you wash, like a 45-degree angle. And pushing it down like this. If you're going to use the other side of the brush, turn around. And also doing it in the same direction. And when you keep using the brush this way, and would help to trim the brush, get very sharp. Now let's mix some colors. I'm going to put it in the water, let go some of the water. Now I'm going to take the yellow color. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit red color. Now here we go. And you can put it down and slowly moving it. Now you can see by moving one brush this way, you can actually have a very good flat wash. It's very easy to cover a very big area. Every time when you finish using this brush, always come to massage it and let go the water. And then use 2 fingers on this side. Here you go. Now you make it looks very sharp. Now let's talk about the calligraphy brush. The calligraphy brush is pure white gold here. After the big wash of the background with the flat brush, and you're going to use this brush for the small line, medium size, and the thicker line, or by using the same brush. I'm going to take the color. And some people ask, is that your brush is going to get stained by the paint? Yes. After used first time, it's no longer going to be pure white. Now I'm going to draw some line over here. It can be very, very thin line. Take a look. A 45-degree angle. And you can draw a very thin line. And because this brush can hold lots of paint, so you can actually continue drawing the line, continue working on it, and for a long time. Okay, this is very thin line, and you can use it for a thicker line by using the same brush. Okay, now you can use a little thicker line and put it down like this, and coming back a little bit smaller as some different variety of shapes. And you can use, of course, get more water. Now you can actually put it down a very thick. See that? You can, by using it slower, and you can have a very smooth wash have it slow. Or you can use faster speed. You can have dry brush. So by using these two brushes together, you can finish any painting. Now I'm going to apply some color for a red rose. Now I'm gonna first one brush over here and coming up, and then the second brush, and on this side have a little petal for the flower coming this way. You can see having some gradient colors. Now I'm going to see the whole brush is wet, and now I'm going to put it in the red color. I'm going to tap on it so you can see some gradient color from here gradually turn to none. So I'm going to put this color right over here. You can see gradually moving it up here. That's good. Now on this side, I'm going to also have the dark color on the tip over here like this. That's good. Now I'm going to come in over here and put the color, tap on it. This is good. And now in the inside over here, and have a little bit dark color over here, and I have a little dark color on the other side showing. Okay, this is very good. Now in this area, and I'm gonna have a little bit dark color over here showing the separation between that two. And I'm gonna come back here a little bit later to create that separation, some details in there. Meanwhile, I'm gonna show you how to do the second technique. It's simple but also very important technique by using this flat brush. It's called lifting. Now I'm going to show you how to lift up the color. Here we go. I'm going to have the brush here. It's very, very straight. This is brand new brush. Okay, now here's what we're going to do. I'm going to lift up some light color. This is already dry, completely dry. I'm going to show you. I'm just use the sideways like this, 45-degree angle again. Now I'm going to show you how to lift up the color after it dries. Now you can see I just create a light shape in the middle. Now I'm going to come back here, do it again. Here you go. Keep repeating the same motion, and you can lift up the color. Now also going to use, this time I'm only going to use the corner, this side and that side. So I'm going to use this by lifting a smaller area. I'm going to just use this side, and I'm going to change it with this corner. Okay, and now this is already getting lighter. Now I can lift up a smaller area by using just the corner of this flat brush. Okay, now I'm going to let go most of the wet. Here we go. Now I'm going to come back over here to do a little lifting. Now we can lift up the color as well as the water away. Okay, this is how we can lift up and do the adjustment. And we can use the same technique over here. I'm going to do a little lifting. And this area, I'm going to lift it up a little bit. Here we go. So we can lift up the light area. We can create adjustment. I'm going to come back to use this calligraphy brush. Get the blue and get some yellow color. I'm going to have this color on the tip. I'm going to have it right here. I'm going to do one brush, put it down, and put it all the way down, and then move it. I'm going to take this color first, and then I'm going to use a little bit red color, merge into here, make it a little bit darker. Now I'm going to put another stroke. Now this time I'm going to push it down right here and moving it up. Here you go. That one stroke. And then take a look at another stroke. Got a little bit more yellow color mixed in here. Now I'm going to have this one. Here we go. It's some very interesting variety of brush stroke. Okay, another petal over here, like that. Another one over here. That's good. Now I'm going to take a little bit darker color and just tap it in. You can see when you push it down and lift it up, and the brush here actually go back to the original form. It's very easy for you to continue painting until you need to change the color and get a little bit thicker color. Now let's take a look. I'm gonna have it right over here and just moving it this way, and I can see that the color get from darker turn into a little bit lighter. So there's a very good transition. I'm gonna have a little bit. If you really want to have that line stand out a little bit more, in that case, you can have a little bit orange color on the side and just create more contrast by having another color right next to the light shape. Here we go. I hope you enjoyed these two brushes as much as I do. I hope this would help you understand how properly use this set of brushes.